enjoy the exhibit. And I'd like to thank the CCAC for lending us their building and for all their cooperation. I'd like to thank the Children's Hospital Foundation for their fabulous volunteers. It's been a pleasure to work with them. We're going to have some short words from Neil Hoffman of the CCAC and from Rob Andre from the Children's Hospital Foundation. And then we're going to have an auction of these signed lithographies. We'll tell you about them as they come up. So if Neil Hoffman would like to come up, please.
They told me in advance I wasn't going to speak tonight, so if you have a treat, I'm going to be very short. But basically what I would like to mention, that over the course of the last 2.5 years, the City of Oakland has undertaken the strategic planning process. And the result of that process has involved over 400 people that have literally brought together all of the East Bay community. One of the extreme benefits from that has been my association with Genevieve and her husband, who unfortunately had to be called away 2 days before this event and expected to be here tonight, Michelle, of course. And I simply want to say that one of the great byproducts of this, the bringing together of the whole community, the collaboration with Children's Hospital, is an example, I think, of the kinds of things that we can do better together than we could ever do by ourselves. And I'd like to encourage that kind of thinking for the future. And anyway, thank you all very much.
I'm Rob Andre. I'm on the board of the Children's Hospital Foundation, and on behalf of the foundation, I'd like to express our thanks to you and the audience for coming here, and especially to Mother's Cookies for the sponsorship of this wonderful event, wonderful exhibition, and to dedicate this to the beneficiary of the Children's Hospital Foundation. The Children's Hospital of Oakland has been in existence for 77 years, and this year alone we will take care of the needs of 112,000 sick and injured children this year. And it is through the support of organizations such as Mother's Cookies that assure the continuance and the ongoing health of the organization, and we're extremely grateful. It's interesting, we've just recently reinstituted the Business Alliance, which is the way for the foundation to reach out to the business community in the Bay Area. And this is really the first event that has taken place under the renewed Business Alliance. And I find it interesting that it's an organization called Mothers and an organization that's called Children's. And they've come together in a way that I think really underscores the real need for our focus on child care and for the medical needs of our children. And we're very grateful, and we thank Mother's Cookies for their sponsorship of this event tonight. We thank all of you for joining us. Thanks.
Presenting each piece, and Mrs. Ragnar Olsen, who has come from BSN France, will give you a little more information on the artist.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Scott Levitt. I work close by, about 2 or 3 blocks from here, Butterfield and Butterfield. Work in the painting department there, and also do some auctioning when we do have auctions of various sorts. Those people in the back of the room, if you wouldn't mind moving forward a bit, I'd appreciate it. Partly because I know you're going to be eagerly bidding on all these pieces, and I don't want to miss your bids. And partially because we're going to be displaying the pieces and talking a little about them. So I want you all to get a chance to see them. So I'll just take a minute to do that. You?
Yes, his name is Henri Cadio. There is this one here. I don't know if you know. See it?
Here, I'll hold it for the meantime.
Yes. This print, this original lithograph, you have 22 colors in it. Henri Cadio is the great master of French trompe-l'œil painting. He's 80 years now, and he's using, I mean, he's painting 2 or 3 paintings a year because there are so many details, and he does it so sophisticatedly. Yeah?
Also, I think I noticed, if I'm not mistaken, that the original of this piece
The original, yes, the oil painting is over the second room.
is hanging in the other room,
Yeah.
so afterwards you might want to take a look at that too, just to compare for interest's sake. Gives you a good sense of how the lithographic process works. So, we're going to start this particular piece at a set figure, and I want you all to keep in mind that this is, of course, going to a very good cause, so I want all of you to be very, very eager in your bidding here. And I'm going to be one of those people bidding too, because I have my own interests in mind, being in the business. Okay, we're going to start the bidding on this particular piece at $150. 150? Let's start with 150. Anywhere at 150. 150. Thank you, sir. 150 I have. Let's go for 160 somewhere. 160? Anywhere in the audience? 160. Thank you, sir. 160. 70 here. How about 180? Somewhere $180 for the print. Fabulous buy. 180, please. 180, I see. Thank you. Last call. 25. Don't have my gavel tonight. So, I'm going to start the bidding on this one again. At $150. 70 out there, 190 is here.
What about new packages?